Imagine that you have a broken sewer pipe in the basement, and it starts to fill up your basement with sewage, and it's going higher and higher and higher, and you're away. You come home, and on the first floor by the kitchen, it's already 2 feet, and it's starting to destroy the cabinets, and the sewage and the smell, it's horrible. So you call a bunch of friends, everybody comes together, and what do? You get buckets and you bail. Okay? So everybody's bailing and bailing and bailing, and then after a few hours of bailing, water's going out the window, and it keeps on rising, and then you get smart and you say, you know, as much as we bail, water keeps coming in. So you drop your bucket, you go run upstairs, and you happen to have scuba gear. I don't know why. And you put on your goggles, and you put on your flippers, and you go ahead, and you go diving down into the water, to the basement, to try to find that pipe that's broken. And you keep on coming up for air. I mean, you don't actually have like a scuba, like, you know, that. You just have the, what's it called? The snorkel. So you have snorkel gear, okay? And you keep on diving back in and looking for, trying to get there, coming up for air. And your friends start saying, what's the matter with you? Like, what are you playing around now? We're trying to bail. How come you're not bailing? How you plan on getting rid of the water? It doesn't make any sense what you're doing. Stop swimming around and wasting your time and get a bucket and bail. And you're like, no, I have to get to the source of this and I got to stop the bleeding. So you keep on going down. Finally, you find that broken sewer piece, and you're not a surgeon, you're not a pipe fixer guy, you're not a plumber. So you find like you come back up, you find like a shirt or a shmata or a towel, and then you go back down with tape and you start closing it, and you get it to be less. So then the bailing has more of an effect. I find that that's what happens when parents do TP. Your friends are looking, your family's looking, and they're saying, why don't you tell her not to go out like that? Why don't you tell him weed is going to kill all the brain cells? Why don't you this? How come you this? Everyone has an opinion. What we realize is that we're wasting time with reacting to a symptom on top of a symptom on top of a symptom, that now the child looks either bad, lazy, or stupid, right? Why aren't they getting out of bed in the morning? Whatever your thinking is before TP, they're either bad, or they're lazy, they're too lazy to get it, or they're too stupid to figure out that night is for sleeping and day is for getting up. And that's pretty much every time you criticize them. Why are you going out like that? Why are you coming to the wedding dressed like it's not a beach, it's not a pool party, come on. And it's always bad, lazy, or stupid. And what we realize is that we're going to stop wasting time trying to bail and deal with the outcome of years of pain, and we're going to dive down to find the hole in the heart and to try to get it to close a little bit. And what does that is love, understanding, support, supplying, right? Compassion, liking, I like you. All of these things heal, so there'll be less pain and there'll be less problems that are coming out of it. And what we're finding out is that this is not just a little nice thing that you're doing, but it's very often the difference between life and death, and the difference between life not worth living or having a life that you believe in and you want to live, and finding your way out of this mess to get clean and functional and happy and Be'ezus Hashem frum. So that's what we're doing. People are saying, you're going to Cancun? What's that going to do? Your kid has a disorder and this problem, this disorder and this thing and that. What are you going on trips for? Why are you buying a television for? Because that's the way to show and express that I love you and I care about you more than anything, to raise NKN. We're not buying their love. We're expressing our love in a tangible way so they feel I have a life, and then I have parents who I'm friendly with, and they will want to go with you. TP Chiddush is teenagers and young adults do not want to go anywhere with their parents. Kids in pain, once you are friendly to them, they feel safe and secure, they will choose you over their friends. We have tons and tons of testimony on the groups. You'll see parents constantly saying it, that once you're in and you're safe and they don't have to think that you're attacking them or that you're looking down at them, they would rather be with you and have a functional, dysfunctional trip. Right? We put the fun back in dysfunctional. We give them a life. We give them something on their calendar to look forward to. And constantly, wow, wow, wow. And that's what we've been doing. And now to use fancy words, neuroscience is teaching us that by putting in happiness into the brain, we're actually retraining the brain waves to think positive and to realize that life is worth living. And instead of looking down, I want to die, I hate life, everything's terrible, I'll never fit in, all this negative talk, all these compliments from mommy and tati, you're amazing, you're great. You just smile when you see them. You say, why do you smile? I just smile when I see you. I enjoy you, I like you. And right now it's really hard because maybe there's nothing likable on the outside, but all of the guys on the street working with kids, we like these kids. They are likable. You got to get over your pain and disappointment and embarrassment, do your self-care, and realize this is a likable person, even in red hair, and even with, God forbid, whatever, doesn't matter. They're likable and they're good, and they're yours. And it's your tafkid to make them smile on the inside. We're massaging their nefesh. That's what NKN is, nafshay kshura b'nafshay. When I tell you, when I compliment you and I make you smile about yourself, that I enjoy being with you and you're a good person, I like you, you're massaging their nefesh. They feel calmer around you more than anybody else in the world. And that's how we pull them away from these bad influences, because they'd rather spend time with you more and more and more. And then we give them fun, which is the ultimate end of, that's where we're going with this. Give them as much fun as you can. That's what worked in Home Sweet Home. And then fun changes their mindset from negative to positive, and from outcast to being a part. They don't care what you look like, you're a part of us. And that's what does it for them. And then eventually they want to be a part of us.